Hello, beautiful people. And once again, I got something very beautiful for you to see. It might be a little bit on the weird side, but let's get right into it. So, you remember this video right here? This video where we first saw the pit of the dead, what I believe to be the pit of the dead. Now, I didn't play the audio when we watched that video, and there's actually something very interesting. So, why don't we go ahead and take a listen? Now, I hope I'm not the only one that heard a girl crying, because, I definitely hear a girl crying. And, you may be wondering, where have we heard of a girl crying before? Well, why don't we just check out the hex code that we found in the Santa video? Why did you lock the girl in the room of the dead? She cries. She's annoying. That's not a reason. Get it out of here if you don't want to end up finishing deep down too. So that quote was talking about a girl crying in the pit of the dead, a girl that had been locked in the pit of the dead, and she's crying. I mean, what other conclusion can you make there? This woman right here crying is most likely the her we've been hearing about in this hex code. And so why don't we look at the other hex codes that we have been talking about her, right? The next one is actually from the flying building in China video. And if you remember, that gave us this very strange image right here where we have this man hanging that we believe is the general from the Minecraft character that's hanging in that room. So why don't we read the text here on the right first. The little girl helped him when she is no longer. Why didn't she end up in the pit of the dead? Or in the grave? I don't know, stop talking. Look at... We need to get rid of... Pain. No. It must not sink. So this is actually a slightly newer, slightly better translation where we can actually see it's more of a conversation between two people, and they're talking about the little girl who apparently was helping someone, but now she is no longer, and seemingly if she did something she would have ended up in the pit of the dead. Now she is seemingly in the pit of the dead right now. We don't know if it's because she did this, but anyways, then there's the big the pain, right? It's hard to understand what that's talking about until we look at the other hex codes in this image. So if you think of this image as a scene of the room of the dead, over here on the right we have these two people having a conversation. On the left we have the general hanging, and he's spewing his nonsense. But then we have the captions. Now, who's the captions, right? Who's the other person in the room of the dead? It's her. It's the girl crying, right? In the caption here, it says hurt, pain, alone. So if we go back to the bigger text, right, where it's saying pain over again, I mean, we can assume it's probably the same girl screaming, pain, no, it must not sink. It's a little iffy, but it could be the same girl talking here. Now, what even is it that we don't want to sink, right? So there's only one other quote, which is talking about an it, and it's actually the Santa quote we went over earlier. So let's just go through it real quick. Why did you lock the girl in the room of the dead? She cries. She's annoying. That's not a reason. Get it out of here if you don't want to end up finishing deep down too. So once again, here we see them referring to it, but in this actual text, they're referring to the little girl as it. At least I can only assume. So is the little girl referring to herself as it, when she's saying it must not sink? Or is that actually not the little girl? It could be someone else talking. It could be a totally new character. Or maybe one we've already know, but just don't realize it yet. Anyways, that's all I really have for you today. I want to give a huge thanks to Hito again for helping me get this new translation out, and a massive thanks to Keys for helping me with the voice acting for this video. So, that's about it. I hope you still got your shovels, because the hole goes deeper and we need to keep digging. Keep digging. See you later.